Hey, Expert Empires community, Nick James here. How you doing? First of all, you might wonder where the hell I am. The camera work's probably a little bit shaky. I'm currently sat in the back of a cab on the way from Nice Airport with the beautiful Natty James, my lovely wife. We're just on the way from Nice Airport to our hotel in Monte Carlo, where we're going to be staying for the next few days. So, hey, Ian Luckett. Welcome, good to see you. First of all, big thanks to everyone that joined us on the online masterclass yesterday evening. Had some really great feedback, really appreciate all the comments and those that came up on the live masterclass, engaging, asking questions, really making it dynamic and making it work. So really appreciate your kind words and thoughts. I'm looking very bright, aren't I? It's very sunny here, so I'm looking even whiter than I normally am. Me and Nat have an ongoing joke because she's far more tanned than I am. I tend to be very pasty, but this is extreme pastiness. Look at the colour of my skin on this camera. It's absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, let's get on to today's module 13 in this 30-day training, all about how to promote, film, maximise the profit opportunity that exists from hosting your own live events. It's just popped up that Natty James is watching. How are you watching when you're sat next to me? That's got to be impossible. I bet you Zach is on your iPad. So Zach, our 9-year-old, is staying with Nat's parents in Chesterfield, and he must be on the iPad watching this live. Absolutely bizarre. And he's even saying hello. Hey mate, how you doing? Anyway, I need to get focused here, don't I? You can tell I'm on holiday. It's all gone to shit already. So I shouldn't have swore. My 9-year-old son's watching. This really has gone badly. So today's module is all about Facebook ads and how you can harness the power and use Facebook ads to get bums on seats in your live events, because there's no secret, getting more and more competitive, more difficult to make Facebook ads work for your business. It's becoming a saturated market. It's supply and demand, basically. It's like, there's more people using Facebook advertising platform, therefore it's more difficult to get results and get a return on investment, but that doesn't mean it can't work. So this in itself is like a 2-3 day seminar, and I've got like a few minutes to give you the headlines really, but I guess there's two things that I want to get across to you today. Number one is that I believe the best way to make Facebook ads work for you right now is to advertise to warm audiences. In other words, people that already know who you are. They might go, well, Nick, that's no good because I ain't got a warm audience, I haven't got a database. So the key is that you use the advertising platform to get first and foremost to get exposure. So let me give you an example of how we do it. So I, for the last Expert Empires event, did a video interview with Grant Cardone, and I advertised that video out to a cold audience, out to coaches, consultants, speakers, trainers, authors, people that are Cardone fans that don't really know who I am, to warm them up so that there's some familiarity there. And it was costing me like a penny to get somebody to watch that video. So the cost of advertising for exposure is quite cheap. And of course there was a very soft call to action with that interview, which was go and get your ticket, blah blah blah. But the point was, I was using the advertising platform to get exposure, not leads and sales. And then what I did, because we had over 150,000 views on that video from people that we targeted that we thought would be interested in coming to Expert Empires, we then retargeted those 150,000 with adverts about the event specifically. So we're not advertising the event to a cold audience, we're advertising or we're pushing exposure content to a cold audience, and then once they've consumed the content, we're then retargeting them with adverts for about the thing that we actually want them to get involved in, which in this case was the event. So I think Facebook ads is still a great asset. You just need to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more going through a tunnel, so it's gone all dark now. I really should have thought this through before I did the live in the car, but anyway, you can hear me, it's all good. So you want to use the platform to deliver content and gain exposure to cold audiences, and then follow it up with retargeting to those warm audiences for the, in this case, event that you want them to attend. The second thing that I'd say very briefly is that my most successful Facebook ad campaigns are adverts that don't look like adverts. So if you hop on over to our Facebook page, you'll see that the name of the page is Nick James. If you follow someone like John Pemberthy, who's a good friend of mine, he's the one that's really helped me a lot with my Facebook ads. You'll see that John, his page name is John Pemberthy. It's not his company name. So that then when the ad appears in the newsfeed, it doesn't look like an ad, it looks like a post from an individual. Hopefully this makes sense for you so far. And the ads that perform best in my experience are the ones that don't look like ads. So it would be, if you can see a video of two people on a Facebook Live, it doesn't look like an advert. It looks like content. It looks like an interview. If you're, if you've got an image with an ad and it's a selfie of you somewhere that's relevant to the ad, then it's going to look less like an ad and more like a genuine social post that somebody would post on Facebook organically. So 2 key things. 1, use the platform to try and warm up a cold audience and then go for the lead and the sale. And 2, try and make your ads look as least like ads as physically possible. And the templates that you've got in the unit section have got some examples of our best performing ads for our events in them. Those of you that joined us on the online masterclass last night, once again, thanks for all your feedback and your input. The replay, V will be putting the replay up some point this morning, I believe. So if you missed it, you can still catch it. I'm going to shoot now because we're through a very long tunnel and I might lose you. But hopefully you enjoyed today's module. I will see you tomorrow from Monte Carlo live. Might give you a nice view and you can see what it's all about. So I hopefully you enjoyed today's live, all about Facebook ads, and I will see you tomorrow.